everyone, welcome back to yet another video here on Relic the Space Nerd. Today it's going to be voiceover Relic because I was the idiot who forgot to unmute my mic for a stream. So that was an interesting discovery. Today we are playing the Vault Hunter mod pack, and you will notice that I am joined today by Cormac, Sordy, Pegasus, and Spectre. Those guys will be joining us throughout the stream, and as you can see behind me right now, in the clip that you should be seeing, it's Cormac and Sordy. Pegasus has just left to change skins from a duck costume. They're going to join us in a second. I also have a new skin. It's going to need some work though. I've discovered some things since the stream that I don't really like about my skin. Alrighty, as we should always start with, you'll see me starting to gather some wood, and then we're going to go find a base location. So I'm just going to speed through that because we need to get somewhere quickly. The base location that we're going to start off with, I'm kind of was looking for a flat area so I didn't really have to do much, but as you'll see, the area we end up choosing, it's not that flat, and there's some surprises in store with the area. You'll see it when we get there. Okay, that death was a little embarrassing, but hey, we do have the corpse mod, so this is a great way to show it off. The body you'll see when I go to grab my stuff is just lying there. It is my skin. Sometimes they can appear with just the underskin, sometimes they can appear with all the stuff on top. I don't really like the underskin of my skin, so I'm gonna have to go and edit that one. as you guys have seen, we have just sped all the way up to the space location. The space location doesn't last very long. We do move in a minute to a different one, and then we kind of move again because of reasons. We'll get to that in a minute. Here in my notes, it just says found ruined Nether portal. As you guys will see in the clip, I did actually find a ruined Nether portal. It doesn't have the greatest loot ever, but I do come to appreciate it by the end of this video. It sort of just ended up being that way, and we later discovered some things about that loot that I didn't pay attention to at the time. Once the food that we did start cooking has finally cooked, we can now head to the village. In the village, we will look around. We're gonna loot. I'm just gonna speed through that. It's gonna be a lot of speeding through things here. I just want to kind of show off what happened in the stream. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, the mic problem, I have fixed it for the next stream. So, yeah. Here is where we discovered that we did need to research the ability to use waystones. The waystone mod, we have since discovered you can mine the waystones. We've used the waystone mod in the past, it's very fun, and it's going to be great help. It's just an unfortunate thing that right now we cannot use it, and we're going to have to wait until we get that research done. Alright, now we're going to run into Sorty. Sorty did actually have a gift for me. It was a nice golden chest plate, which came in useful later. You'll see that. Kind of embarrassing. The golden chest plate I do appreciate though, and the fact it has protection 4 on it, pretty good. Since we moved so far north in such a short period of time, Cormac did kind of get a little bit lost from the group, and he was feeling kind of lonely. So we decided it would be best to help him find us. This was a mistake. I regret this decision later on. And it it was kind of annoying at the time, but since then some things have changed, and I kind of appreciate the situation I was put in. It was just annoying what happened. Here is the first time we move our base. I wasn't exactly enjoying where it was, and it was kind of feeling a little bit cramped, so I did move to this bigger, wider area. Things are going to change again, though. We do move our base later on, and we'll get to that when we get there. Here you can see Pegasus showing up, trying to claim my base. He doesn't succeed. We don't really talk about that. He does come though and try and claim it. I do end up moving my base, so the area he did try and claim wouldn't have been my base. Here you can actually see me looking at the map, and you see a circle. Now that circle is going to be marked as the Fae Circle. Cormac pointed it out because it's just flowers in an almost perfect ring. Off stream I ended up filling in the flower ring because I wanted to, but I thought it was pretty cool. I thought I'd include it here. Here you can see Cormac has arrived and has this ability to wave. I didn't remember the emotes were in this. They're part of the Quark mod. There is hotkeys you can use, but I've since learned that you can just hit T and click emotes and use them through there. So expect some emotes to be used in the future. I am looking forward to it. They are kind of funny. Some of them are a little bit janky though, but the waving one, pretty cool. And we do appreciate Cormac showing us a nice demonstration of that. Here, I decide to head towards the Fae Circle. It was just a flower circle. Like I said earlier, I ended up filling it in. It now looks slightly better. But it was pretty cool, just a natural generation like that. Now we're going to clear out some space for the base. As you guys watch me do this, do remember I'm going to move. Because that was something I decided after I cleared out the space. I realized I was a bit too close to Cormac. But as we watch me do this and regret my decisions, do remember to please hit subscribe if you haven't already, hit the like button, and leave a comment telling me what your favorite part about this is. Maybe telling me that maybe next time I should check my mic settings to make sure I'm actually recording my microphone so you guys don't have to put up with voiceover Relic. Here's where I decided to actually move my base again. This will be the final base location. I chose by the beach because I kind of like the view, and I can try and build some stuff here. We're gonna end up clearing out some more space for it at some point, and we'll go through that all over again, even though we just cleared out some space. Terraforming is something that I kind of enjoy at the moment, and being able to clear out the space to build a base in there is rather enjoyable. I'm going to spare you guys the details though of having to sit through that again. Here at the new base location, there are actually some caves that lead into the ground. These become useful later on because I will be heading into them to explore them and go mining. But I'll show you guys that when we get there. Here you can see me planning the layout for my base. I'm just using redwood for now. I'm going to remove it and replace it with the more final product. I haven't quite decided at this point what I was going to build the base out of. And the shape of it was just going to be random shapes and we're going to see how it comes together. I've seen just things about how building these random shapes could be really interesting to build with, so I just did it. Who knows how this is going to turn out. I'm here for the ride, you guys are here for the ride, we're all here for the ride, we're going to enjoy it. And how it turns out, it might turn out horrible. I might have to burn it to the ground. Who knows? Chaos is fun. Here you guys can see I'm exploring the caves. I go into both the caves, but I don't think the deeper one was probably the best one to show on camera, so I'll just show you me approaching this more shallower one. I do end up using it to search for lava, and this takes a bit, like a while to get down to. So we finally got it to get our first bit of lava, and we're gonna go head back to the surface to try and figure out where we're going to build the portal. Probably should have done this before we did, but hey, we're gonna just do this here. I ended up building a bridge using the lava to make it out of stone. This ended up being really interesting because the biome that we approached has this overgrown stone that can spread across this stone. And so now it kind of looks like we've got a grass path, but this time it's made from stone. So that's interesting in its own right. Here you can see Spectre coming by. He just logged into the server, so he's just heading to a new base location. This was kind of an interesting moment, having him swing by, because he looked at the base and went, "Oh, this is what you stole from Cormac." Yeah, as you guys can see, not much happened with him. Here, as you guys can see, we do go back looking for lava. Again, this takes a long time, and lava is now something that is kind of going to get annoying for me. I have since discovered this giant lake of lava. As you guys will see, we will find some. I almost fall into it. During this process, we did have a talk about Nerf's new mascot. Did you know that it uses they them pronouns and is just a living pile of bullets? It's kind of terrifying. So we finally found some lava. I did almost fall into it. It's a giant lake of lava, and we're just going to haul it back to the surface. Hauling it back takes some time because I'm only using one bucket. I do end up making more, and I hope that you guys do appreciate that, because I appreciate the fact that I made more buckets. This would have taken way too long without those buckets. So now we're done hauling that lava back to the surface. we are going to finally open the nether portal, and then we're going to have to quickly build a little containment around it, so any pigmen coming through it won't just be wandering around everywhere, they'll be trapped. Alright, so we're going to quickly build the containment around the portal, and then we're going to go to explore the nether. The nether has to have been one of the things I was anticipating the most about this stream. Finally getting into it, and finally exploring it gives us such great potential. But there's going to be a problem, because of course, there is going to be a problem. And like every great novel ever, there were 3 bastions, something we can't really deal with right now, and nothing that we could, like a nether fortress. The bastions were kind of insane. I kept finding more and more, and I was just so done with them by the end of it. I wanted to find that nether fortress so badly, so that we could get those blaze rods and just get to the end. But no. We're stuck with the nether we're stuck without a nether fortress, we're stuck with bastions, which means no end, which means no vaults, which means we're stuck in vanilla for yet another stream. And like every great novel, I will leave you guys on that cliffhanger. No fortress, which means we're going to be exploring the nether next time. Do remember to let me know what your favorite part of this video was. Do you guys like voiceover Relic? If you do, I'm willing to put in the time to do this again. Do remember to leave a like, hit the like button, and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And go follow me over on Twitch. You'll find me at twitch.tv/RelicTheSpaceNerd. You can also find me over on Twitter Link in the description below. Stay up to date with me on Twitter, go follow me on Twitch, where you will see these happen live. Thank you, and goodbye.